Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bagadon at Stock Market Caddy. It is Friday, April 8th at about 12:14, and we have had one hell of a week here at Stock Market Caddy. We hope you have had a great week too. We wanted to share with our annual members as well as everyone some of the highlights of what we've been running here much of this week, and it's carried on today as well. We'll give you some cliff notes. Our annual members will know what this is about. I want everyone to know that the ESM, this 1287.50, is from one trade, and that is a robotic trade from a three-line break running the modified Keltner, and we just scalped it. A beautiful little trade. The NQM is totally robotic. It's running down here on a range bar. It is running a PMO strategy, a strategy called PMO. We did optimize it. We've given those notes to our annual members. Annual members, if you've got any questions on it, let me know. We've also matched it up with the Smart X or Smart Exits. Smart Exits, soon to become AI or artificially intelligent exits, which is really dynamic. These are very dynamic. It has done since midnight $3,390. The Russell is underwater 810, and we're vetting out a new strategy there for the ball marker. Annual members, stay tuned for that. We will be updating the indicator first so that you can see it visually, and we'll welcome your input in developing a more robust strategy. We think we have over tightened it, but we're letting it run. I want to show everyone, if you've never used this tool at TradeStation, it's a beautiful little tool. This is the Trade Manager Analysis tab, and let me bring this into view. And let's just set this up, and we're going to just isolate the NQ. Bear with me. We're going to put in just the NQM, and we want to be able to show you the performance report. This will be accurate, deadly accurate. You'll see in a moment, and we're going to generate this report. This is just for today. This has been running since midnight, and you're going to see it will match. Here's the money, $3,327.60, and we're off by about $50 or $60. Pretty darn accurate. And let's bring into view. This is the profit factor for today, 2.34, 2.34, and we scroll down and you can see some of the greater detail. Total number of trades, 26. It has won 73% of those trades. It just went into another trade right here as we were talking. You see it right there? That's it up there, underwater a little bit. Totally robotic, and there is some of the trade detail. And we can go down into further detail, but this is the performance report starting out last night. Started out with a winner, and look at that. Is that not a beautiful thing? Yesterday it did much the same. Last week it did much the same. So for our annual members, be sure to get the PMO strategy on, at minimum, the NQ. I would certainly look at it on range bars, maybe look at it with other markets, and we're happy to review the Smart Exits. They certainly help. I don't think they hurt. We have one of our members that had done some testing all this week to distinguish the traditional exits versus the Smart Exits, and thinks most certainly that we are going in the right direction and having an edge. And they're going to become even more dynamic, what we call AI function. They'll be making adjustments as we go. Also, don't forget the three-line break, in particular the modified Keltner strategy. And we would turn down for the time being. We're going to modify your code on this, but you would want to turn down your the sell button and the buy to cover button on the modified Kelton strategy. That eliminates the flat spot and on the three line break, and I think you'd be real happy with that. It's very, very scalpable, and here that NQ is in this trade. It looks like it's going to add yet another winning trade, and if that comes in, we'll be, before we leave, up $3,500 on that one market alone. Now that is a mini contract. If you're using a micro, it'll be $350. Using 10 minis, that's 35 grand. It's all relative. The process for us is what's the same. We're mechanical, robotic traders. We're getting better and better and better. Why? We're learning from each other. It really is great. We're learning from each other, from our members, and we're sharing that education with you all right now. Some of it this past week, more to come. And by the way, if you haven't realized, one of our members brought it to our attention and there was another winning trade. So it's at 30, now it's at 36.35. There it is. Boom, banged it right out. Isn't that a beautiful thing? At TradeStation on the charts, if you go to settings, go to pointer, they have added what appears to be a global pointer. So we just kind of pass that along. Have a great weekend, everyone. If you're hearing this and you're not a member of Stock Market Caddy and you like what you see, you like what you hear, and you want to know more about us, feel free to give me a call. I don't bite. You can call me over the weekend, call me anytime. If I'm up, I'm going to answer the phone call. This is what we do. This is my passion. We don't have to be concerned about, where the markets are going, where they're, going to make new highs and it's a new bull market, or they're going to make new lows, it's a bear market. It's irrelevant to us. What's relevant is that the markets are open, liquid, and tradable, and that they are. The biggest complaint on this strategy, it's been taking the profit just a little too soon. That trade also up there on the Russell, that is being run by a robot. We take the emotion out of the trading. It's that emotion of taking the money and getting fearful and greedy that is probably most likely hindering your trading. Not for our members. Our members work on that. They understand that from day one. As the caddy says to the golfer in the movie Bag of Ants, just got to loosen up your grip a smidge. Have a great weekend. Bag it on, 813-758-8263.